Hey guys, it's Drea. So I have another declutter for you. This is my blush declutter. I will be honest, this one I am not looking forward to at all. You know I've been pretty savage in my previous declutters. I'll link to my playlist below if you have not seen them. So don't kill me if I'm not a savage in this one. Okay, let's just get right into it. Alright, I'm feeling like I don't know where to start, so I'm going to start with things I know for sure I don't want. I know for sure I do not want this. This is the NARS Foreplay Cheek Palette. I got this at Winners a few years ago. It does have Orgasm in it, and then I guess what they've done is they've also, I think the idea was they broke down like the components of Orgasm. So this is like a gold shimmer and then a matte blush and then, I don't know, satin or something. Anyway, I never ever use this, and I have NARS Orgasm in a different, like a different format. What word am I looking for? Anyways, long story short, I don't need this. I don't want it, so that's gonna go. What else do I not want? This. I know like friends of mine that love these Maybelline Master Highlight blushes, and I just can never get into it. It's, I don't know, the tone of it I just don't love, so I'm gonna get rid of that. This Almay blush. I love the pan, the way it has these stars in it. I bought this because of Tarte way back when, and I love looking at the stars, but ultimately this is a blush I just don't use. I don't like the tone of that one. Here's one I got from Shop Miss A, which is that $1 website, and it's just too pigmented. It's actually really good quality. Like, it's smooth, it's really nice. Actually, it's not too pigmented. I lied, I remembered wrong. It's not pigmented enough. Okay, so that's fine. And then this is from the dollar store. It's a Mariposa blush. What shade? By the way, this, I don't even know what this was. Sunkissed Mineral? I don't know. Anyways, this Mariposa blush, I don't know. It doesn't say a shade, but it's just like a baby pink. It's not anything I can't get somewhere else, so I don't need that. Like, no, I don't need that. And this can definitely go. This is the Tarte Airbrush Maracuja blush in shimmering pink. So this is like a cream to powder formula. It's actually like, it looks super intense, but when you actually like blend it out on your skin and you put powder on top of it, or I don't know, it can end up looking really nice. Like, it can look pretty on the skin, but I just do not like cream blushes. In fact, I don't really have any cream blushes except for this one, but I'll get to that later. What else? This is by Quo. This is the Rosetta Face Powder. So the idea is that you mix all of these together and they kind of create a shade. I mean, it's really pretty in the pan, but again, I just didn't like it, and it didn't last on me. I don't know. It's not the biggest deal in the world to get rid of that, so that can go. I'm not ready to tackle these face palettes yet. I'm in denial about those. This stuff is all over here because this is what's in my everyday makeup drawer right now. So why don't we just go through this quickly. California by Benefit. Love this. Love it. So I'm keeping this. Milani Luminoso. I don't really love the way it looks on me. It is really pretty, but on me it's just not, I don't know. It looks weird. Whoa. Oh, it's one of those stupid brushes. It doesn't suit me, so I'm gonna declutter Luminoso, which is kind of crazy. Okay, this Annabelle Marie My Cobra blush. This was limited edition. I don't know if you can still get this. And I should mention too, this is a Canadian brand, so you can't get this anywhere but in Canada. It's so pretty. It's like this really burnt neonish apricot shade. I love that. Almost too pigmented, but I can still work with it. I have this Clinique Cheek Pop and Berry Pop, and while we're here, might as well tell you there's no way I'm getting rid of my Cheek Pops by Clinique, so those can stay. Yes, stay is over here, go is over here. Okay, I also have my little mini of NARS Orgasm, which is what I was talking about before. I don't love NARS Orgasm on me, but I'm going to keep this because it's one of those things that us beauty bloggers always need to refer back to. I wouldn't buy it for that reason, but I have it, so I'm not going to declutter it. Plus it's tiny. Like, this is that 100-point perk that Sephora did a while back. And so there's no way like I'm going to get rid of it. It's kind of a necessary thing for me to have, so that can stay. Tarte Exposed. This is part of my project this year, my makeup use up, and I love it, so that's gonna stay. And then this is the Tarte blush in Monarch. Okay, why don't we just do all the Tarte blushes right now, because I don't have a ton. I have Exposed, which I just put there, and then I just have these 3. So Monarch is like a very light peach. To me, this is not very memorable. Like, I've been using it and I can't even remember what I really think about it, so that's probably saying something. This one is the Party, which was the Sephora birthday gift last year. I actually like this a lot better than Monarch. It's a little bit more pink, but still a little neutral mauve-y. So I think I'm going to keep that. I really like that one. And then this one is Oasis. Oh yeah, I actually really do like this one, Oasis. I've used it quite a bit. This is kind of similar to Party, but much deeper. So I'm definitely going to keep that one. So I'm going to declutter this one in Monarch. I know I'm jumping around a lot, but that's just what's working for me right now. Let's just go to these. These are all my Urban Decay Afterglow blushes. I'm not going to declutter any of these. I love them all. So I have Rapture, Scores Gorgeous. Quickie is like super pigmented bright pink, but I have found times that I've wanted to reach for it, so no reason to get rid of it. And then Fetish. These are all definitely staying. This is definitely staying. This is my Paul and Joe Cheek Color CS 105, and this is just the best packaging. Like, it's got a little Siamese cat on it, and then when you open it up, it's got a powder puff, and then even in there, the little beads, it's got little beads, and then some of them are even shaped like cats. I love this, and it actually, like, I do use it a lot, and it looks beautiful on, so I'm definitely keeping that. Definitely keeping this, the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl in Rose Water. This is beautiful. Okay, where to go next? Over here, my 2 The Balm blushes. I love both of these. I definitely love Down Boy like the most. This is one of my holy grail blushes. This is so beautiful on skin. This one I don't use as much, Frat Boy, but it is a really nice kind of just springy apricot, and I like it, so I'm gonna keep that. I'm not the biggest fan of these Too Faced Love Flush blushes, so we have to talk about these for a second. I bought a full size, and then I bought like a gift set that had these little 2 minis in it. I really regret buying this full size one because it's just a shade that is so like nothing on me. It's just such a neutral, by the way, this one is called Baby Love. It's so like, I don't know, it just does not excite me in any way. So I feel like I want to get rid of this one because I never reach for it ever. These 2, I want to say, like, I never reach for them, but sometimes when I force myself to use them, I do like the way they look. This one's a deeper, like, bright pink, but that's kind of similar to my Urban Decay Quickie. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. That's called Justify My Love. This one is in Love Hangover. I seem to recall liking this one. There's the 3 of them there. This one is kind of much more up my alley. So I'll keep this one, which is in Love Hangover. This one I haven't even used yet. This is a Lancome, like, kind of cream to powder formula in Coral Elise. I haven't used it yet because I bought it kind of accidentally. It's a dumb story, but anyway, I bought it accidentally in the fall, and it's really much more of a spring summer color, so I'm waiting to use it, but I haven't used it yet, but I'm definitely keeping it. This Flower Beauty, it's called the Transforming Touch Powder to Cream Blush in a Coral Bowl. It is so beautiful. Like I said before, I don't love cream blushes, but this is like this really weird formula because it's like a loose powder, but so it's a powder that turns into a cream instead of the other way around. So when you start putting it on your skin, you can feel it kind of like getting thicker in a way. My hand is starting to look very pink, I think, from rubbing on it with all these blushes, but you can't really tell. But I don't know. On the skin, let me get some more. Oh shoot, too much. Too much, too much. There we go. Okay, there's a better kind of idea of what it is right there. So, you know, it's it's just really nice to put on like over foundation but under powder for a really natural look. Doing my best to swatch, but like I said, my swatching hand is kind of getting a little weird, so I don't know how true these colors are going to be. So maybe I'm not going to swatch everything, but I love this, the Rimmel London blush in Live Pink. I think it's beautiful. These two NYX ombre blushes, I have this one in, what's it called again? Soft Flush. I love this, especially in the summertime. It's so pretty. And then this one is called Sweet Spring, which is like a pinky version. I kind of feel like I can let this one go though. I have so many pinks and I never really reach for this one unless I'm forcing myself to, whereas I love reaching for this one. So I think I'm gonna let this one go. I can definitely get rid of these City Color matte blushes. I never ever use them, so they're nice, they're a good quality product, but I just never reach for them. This is one of my favorite blushes in my collection. This is from Lise Watier. It's from Christmas. It's called the Glam Celebration Blush, and like, look at it. So the gold is an overspray, which is why I've kind of kept my brush to one side, but I just love the way it looks in pan. It's a beautiful blush on the skin too, but the packaging is just to die for. It's LA Girl Just Blushing. It's okay. It's kind of a little bit different than what I have, so it's fine to keep it. This one, I love this. This is the Hard Candy Blush Crush Baked Blush in Living Doll. This is so pretty, and it's Drugstore. I think they still make it. Okay, let's talk about all these, because this little section I never reach for. So I'm pretty sure I can get rid of all of this. I've got these Joe Fresh blushes, which I do like, but I just don't find myself reaching for them. There's nothing, they're very smooth, they're great quality. I've gifted these to people before because they are nice, but I just don't find myself reaching for them because I have so much, and that's kind of the point of a declutter. I want to be able to reach for things that I love and not feel guilty about the stuff I'm not using. So even though I think these are good, I just don't need them. Okay, I have these two Essence blushes, the Silky Touch blush and the Satin Touch blush. I don't really like these. This color doesn't look really right on me. This one's okay, but I never reach for it. It's just kind of a neutral. It's kind of similar to Tarte Exposed, so I don't need it. This one I do like though. This is the Essence Mosaic blush in the shade The Berry Connection. And it's a really pretty pink. I want to see if this is something I feel like I need. Doesn't swatch very well. I feel like this is so close to like Living Doll and Live Pink from Rimmel. I don't really need this. I'll just declutter that, pass it on to somebody who will love it. I love my Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked blushes. These are amazing quality. Love those products. This I got from my husband. Well, he doesn't know we bought it. I bought it with a gift card he gave me. This is from Surat. This is called Classique, and this is one of the craziest pigmented blushes in my entire collection. It is so intense. Like, look at that. But I have used this with a light hand before, and I do like it, so I'm definitely keeping that. Let's talk about these Wet n Wild blushes. I am not as in love with Wet n Wild blushes as a lot of people are. I don't really like these ombre blushes. This one, My Thai Buy You a Drink, does not even show up on me. It's so light. This one's okay, but I just don't love it. And then these two, this does not show up on me at all. This is the Rose Champagne, and I know some people who love this, but it doesn't work in my skin. This one I like. This is Pearlescent Pink. I think I'm going to keep this one. It's just a nice, pretty, everyday, kind of peachy tone. This Maybelline Fit Me blush in, what is it? Berry. You know, I bought this because I wanted to test out the formula when they launched these last fall, and I just haven't reached for it since then. Whoa, that's intense. That's a deep, deep color. I just can't see myself wearing that, so I'm going to get rid of that. Now, this Milani blush is in Dolce Pink. I think I like this one better than Luminoso. I'm going to try to swatch on my other hand now. Yeah, I do like this. It's very shimmery, but you guys know I like to glow, so that's totally fine. I do like that a lot, so definitely keeping that. This MAC one was from the Nutcracker Suite collection. It's a beautiful color. Let's talk about MAC, because here we are. Mariah Carey, this one I love. It's just so pretty. It's called Sweet Sweet Fantasy. That one can stay. What are you? Definitely these extra dimension ones. These have a lot of glow to them. I really like them. Those are gonna stay. These two for sure. This one is the newer version of Warm Soul, and then this one is such a favorite, Petal Power. It's just this beautiful, like, sheeny, perfect pink color. Love that. This one I think I can let go of. This I bought, I don't know why. It's called Life's a Picnic. This I bought a couple of years ago. I was just like in the moment. This is very similar to that Surratt one. Like, it's just so overly pigmented. I can't use it. And then this one is called Style, and I think this is kind of a classic MAC shade. It's just this like neutral peach, but it doesn't really work on my skin tone. I've tried many times to like this, but it barely even shows up on me. So I think it's time to get rid of this too. These are the rest of my NARS blushes. This one is the BIB Rouge one, Galoo. It's actually, it's actually really nice. I'm gonna keep that one. The NARS Sarah Moon one, I love this. I don't wear it a lot. It's called Impudique. It's so pigmented again. This is similar to all those ones that I keep saying are pigmented, except it's a little less. But it's still, like, it shows up deep on the cheeks, but it's got a sheen to it. I like it. Then I also have Dolce Vita, which is like a perfect fall winter blush. And then this one is a perfect spring blush. This is called Bumpy Ride. I can't remember if this was limited edition or not. It's so beautiful though. So this is definitely staying. I like this Too Faced blush in Sparkling Bellini. I definitely like it enough to keep it, so that's gonna stay. This one I keep for only purely nostalgia. This Benefit blush in Dandelion, not this one in particular, but my first blush I ever used was Dandelion. I completely panned it. It was back when the tops of these completely came off, like they were completely separate. Now they're on a hinge, but anyways, so a few years ago I bought another one just because I wanted to have it, and I never really use it. It's a little too light for me. It's very light. I don't even know, like, I used to slather this stuff on probably because it was so light. But anyway, I'm not getting rid of this because of nostalgia. I just like owning it, and I don't feel bad about that, so that's staying. Okay, these two Laura Mercier blushes. This one in Lotus Pink. I tried to put this in a project last year to hit pan, but there's no way because it's just way too pigmented. But I used it so much and you can barely even tell, but I love it. It's so pretty. And then this one is in Spice Cider, which I wasn't sure that I loved the way this looked on me because it's very neutral and very deep, but it does look good on me, and I like them both. So those are gonna stay. So that leaves just my face palettes, my blush palettes. Now these Makeup Revolution blush palettes are great. They're great quality. They've got good sturdy packaging, really beautiful shade selection, mixture of mattes, shimmers, and then you have the highlighter shades on the bottom there. And so this one, what are you called again? Hot Spice. And then this one is called Sugar and Spice, and it's just a much more pinkier version of that one. I really like both of these, but I never use them. So I'm gonna keep one because I want to use it. Now that I'm getting rid of a bunch of stuff, I should be able to use something more often, but even I need to be realistic and realize I'm not gonna use them both. So I think I'm gonna pass this one along to somebody else. It'll be good to have some more fun colored stuff. So I'm gonna keep this one and then maybe give this to somebody at work because I know somebody will love this. These two are my Smashbox little 3-pan palettes. They're called the LA Lights Blush and Highlight Palette. This one is Malibu Berry, and this one is Culver City Coral. When I use these, I am always impressed by the quality of them. They're really beautiful on, they last, they just look really good. But I don't use them, and I feel guilty owning them because I never use them. So let me just see. I'm so tempted just to get rid of both of them. Yeah, like I don't use this kind of stuff all that often. Let me just see these ones. Yeah, see, this is similar to stuff that I'm already decluttering. So I'm gonna get rid of these. I think I'll feel better like not feeling guilty looking at them not being used. And somebody else can use them because they are great. They're, like I said, great quality. I just don't use those colors. And then I will definitely be keeping my Hourglass Ambient Strobe Lighting Blush Palette. It's so beautiful. Nice and subtle, sheeny blushes in there. Okay, so this is the way my blush drawer looks now. Well, it will when I put it back in there. It's good. There's some empty spaces, some room to grow. I feel like this is usable. There's still maybe more than one person should really have, but I did say at the beginning not to judge because this one was hard. So I kept 44 plus 2 face palettes. I'm getting rid of 24 blushes and 4 face palettes. So it's not quite 50%, but I think it's still a really good declutter. So I am about to now move on to some other stuff. There's still more declutters coming, so definitely subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you haven't seen my other declutters, I will link to the playlist down below, so definitely check those out. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.